get it set up, and it's already open for you.
Okay. You can hear that? Can you hear that?
No, it ain't saying. You gotta play it first.
You still can't hear it?
I hear something, but it's not.
God damn it. Just play it on your end then. Hold on. I don't know why this shit ain't working, man. Gerald done put the motherfucking voodoo on me and shit.
All right, let me see.
Sorry about that, man. You still can't hear it? Go ahead and play it from your end, Jamie.
We can't see nothing either.
I can't see nothing on your end, but play it from your end.
Hey, can y'all see y'all it should be popping up. Can y'all see that?
It's coming up. There we go.
See that?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's saying something about my Zoom is not responding, man. So
It's not responded?
hold on, let me see.
Sister, it's okay to take time out to readjust to your crown. Make yourself the wise type so you don't slip and fall. But I can't tell you be easy, no, no. Cause we got lots to do. But make yourself a priority too. Cause your day starts with you. Make time to take time love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time to take time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time, make your time. Take time, take your time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time, make your time. Take time, take your time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, brother, it's okay to take time out to polish up your crown. Make yourself the wise type. You got a nation to bring down, but I can't tell you be hasty, no, no. And just do the work and stay down. But make yourself a priority too. Because warriors, we need you. Make time to take time. Yeah, cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time to take time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest.
You got to love yourself. Remember to take time and love yourself. Life gets hard sometimes. You have to overcome the struggle. But try it in the fire, not give up. So you better take time, take time. You may live life and love. Me know I get hard sometimes, but when I retire, you can't give when you have nothing. So love yourself.
Make time.
Me know I get hard.
Take time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time to take time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time, make your time. Take time, take your time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah, make time, make your time. Take time, take your time. Cause when you love yourself, you can love the rest. Yeah.
Peace to the family, man. Welcome, man, back to Sankofa 180 degrees. Hey, man, thanks for joining us, man. Once again, man, we back at y'all, man. What's going on, family, man? Listen, man. Don't forget, man. We do this. We do a children's book read every first Sunday of every month. Okay, the first Sunday of every single month. All right, we do a children's book read. We do that because there's a war out. There's a war on our history, family. It's a straight out war, and it's on our history, and it's up to us to help fight back, man. Here in Florida, and it's many other states, man. I think it's like 19 to 20 states all together, man. That has adopted uh, the curriculum of not teaching Black African history. So you're not allowed to learn your Black African history no longer, family, and that's happening right. That's already done happened here in Florida. It's been that way for the last couple of years now. Uh, and I'm just saying, man, it's important that we continue to show our history and to let them know that our history did not start with slavery, family. It never did, man. And we got a long, rich history, fam. Way before the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, family, we got a rich history. Okay, and you really need to be involved in learning this our history and knowing who we are. Know thyself. That's what it's about, right? Get back to us, man. Sankofa. Go back, get it. Go back and get it, man. And that's what we're doing. We're going back and we're getting it, fam. I'm just saying I don't want our kids to be having TV shows and podcasts like these talking about was there slavery in America? Was there ever slavery? What kind of slavery? Nah, man, we need to figure out. We what we can do is we can find all that out if we just walk back to 4,000 BCE, 5,000 BCE. Walk back, family. Let's walk back. Let's walk back 300,000 years ago. Let's walk back, man. Let's go back and find out where the first human arose from, right? Let's go back, man, and then let's find out. Let's walk all the way to 2025. That we can go all the way back there and walk all the way up this way, and we'll see our history. And it's all our history. All of it is ours. All history is Black African history, family. So listen, man. Hey, join up, man. Get the kids, man. Get the auntie. I want y'all to get the kids, get them together. Set them in front of a computer. We do a book giveaway, free book. You know what I'm saying? We put you on a wheel, spin the wheel. If you win, you get a free book. We're gonna mail it straight to you, right? No, don't cost you nothing. And we don't do this for no donations and no cash apps and PayPal's and nothing like that. We don't do that. We won't do this for that. Right? We doing this, so you know what I'm saying, because we just trying to inform our people because we love you. That's it, man. We just want you to know, man, that man, we got a really, really rich history. And all you gotta do is just show up, man, first Sunday every month. And you can check us out any Sunday. But the first Sunday is dedicated to the babies, man. You know what I'm saying? But everything that we do on here, the baby's gonna be able to understand it. Yeah. So bring them on every Sunday, right? And then every Friday, family, and every Friday, you know, we do an open mic, 7 p.m. Friday nights. Come on in. Tell us what you think, man. You know what I mean? Bring up a topic. Start some shit. Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Talk about it, man. You like politics? Talk about it. You like religion? Talk about it. You like Christianity? Talk about it. You like the Moorish Americans? Talk about it. You like Islam? Talk about it. That you like the nation? You like the minister? Talk about it. Right? Come on in, man. Anyway, man. Peace to the panel, man. What's going on, man? Gerald, E. Peace to y'all, man. What's going on with you, Gerald? Peace to you, King.
What it is, how's it going? Happy to meet here. Another Sunday. Another fun night to meet here with my brothers. You know. Sit down and talk to Harry. He's not the only sister that listens. But the rest of y'all are here. And then Jamie or E. And again, happy to be back. That's about it. You know. Been open in this always. But ready to learn something, share something, and maybe give out some information. So that's what we're here to do. How we learn.
That's right. And then to my brother, man, he just had a solar return. He just completed another trip around the sun. Um, you know what I mean? A complete trip around the sun Ra. Uh, you know what I mean? Peace to you, King.
Peace to your family. Peace to the panel. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. As always happy to be here. Ready to get started.
Okay, that's right, man. That's right, man. Hey,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we just hope that you had a real good solar return, King. You deserve it, man. Yeah, and many, many, many more, man.
I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that for sure.
For sure, man.
Excuse me.
Hey, and then last but not least, the man with the power always got some for us. Peace to you, Unc. Unmute yourself, King.
Yeah, peace to the panel and big ups to the First Sundays for Our Babies, man. They just had a report coming out of Alabama where this 3-year-old baby was in the custody of the state of Alabama and found in a car with the windows rolled up, dead. That's pretty sad, man. I send positive vibes and divine healing to anybody that's afflicted with any afflictions. So today's demo is going to be about the Black Genesis, and we want to give credit to um, Magnum Opus presents Know Thyself Institute, and you can find that at knowthyselfinstitute.com. So we're gonna watch a little 30-minute video, and I took some notes already and stuff, but some interesting stuff in there, man. The one thing that stood out to me is these other people know our history better than we know it ourselves. And so, we just here at Sankofa 180 Degrees like to put the information out there, gather the information, find the facts in it, and be able to produce some kind of receipt. So I know this is a reputable site that the video was on. So, and I wrote a permission slip to them, and we invite Magnum Opus and the Know Thyself Institute affiliates to come join us anytime on Fridays during the open mic conversation. You can also bring a topic and we can talk about that. You can bring a presentation and present that if you like. And then on Sundays, we welcome you to do a presentation or to just be a part of the panel on our 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time presentation, 3 to 4 weeks out of a month. But every first Sunday is dedicated to the kids. So let me see if I can run this, Jamie. And then if I can't, then I'll just shoot it right back to you.
All right, go ahead, man.
Baby. I said, hey.
This has really got a lot of information in it, man. I really appreciate it. Can you hear it?
No, not yet.
Still no.
No.
All right, just go ahead and play it, Jamie. I'll jump off this. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, honey, baby.
Couple of things they're going to talk about is Remich and Kermit. That was one of the names I believe they said before that the Egyptians called themselves before.
Ramesh.
Yeah, Ramesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're going to talk about Gabriel Barkel in northern Sudan, the birthplace of Amun. They called it the mythical mound of creation. They're going to talk about it. I couldn't get the dude's last name, and I didn't get to get my king's list out. But the king pilot of the 21st dynasty, the Kushite king, and he was the successors. They was the successors of the 18th dynasty kings. They're just going to talk about that. And then you're going to mention that you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. So a few other notes I took. It's just a little rundown.
This? What is this?
Hey, mute your mic right quick.
My bad.
Good. All right. Yeah. All right. I got it here, fam. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. All right, y'all ready? Here we go, fam.
Progress is not a linear path, and over thousands of years, civilizations have risen and fallen. The ancient world was not isolated. They interacted, intermarried, and traded with one another, both in goods and ideals. In times of antiquity, Kemet was the light of the world. Sometimes their culture was exported or adopted by others. Other times they were conquered and co-opted by invaders. But the one constant in history is that cultures have built upon each other's knowledge and achievements, and as new civilizations are born, older civilizations are lost.
Dimitri Akin.
Familiar with him?
Professor! I got it open! Good heavens, man! Great Scott, we've discovered the fountain of all knowledge of Egypt in the entire world, You know what this is? What is it, Buddha? It's the Book of Life! In the beginning, when man arrived on Earth, the black gods did leave their spacecraft, and they walked, and they named the beasts of the sea and the animals of the land. Heavens. And man in his blackness did walk the earth, making medicine. Medicine? They discovered time. These were all black people got down. Wait till the brothers hear this. Luna. I'm gonna get this book out of here, baby. This tells me real tea. Check this out. Self-control yourself, don't you see? What you mean, Jack? Look at this here. Black people started the music and the brain surgery back in the year 3 BC. Yes, of course, Bruno. Man, they was getting down. This is it, brother. Yes, everybody gonna know about this. Listen, we can change the history. Civilization will be changed. By all means. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Get the bulldozers. There's nothing here. But. Shut up. Good heavens, time for tea, eh? What?
This is SanDisk's newly launched high-speed portable hard drive for this year. Featuring SanDisk chips, it offers 6 terabytes
The history of pre-dynastic Egypt and the movement of African tribes drawn to the Nile dates back to the end of the last ice age. Around the same time, the ice sheets began to melt. The lush tropical jungle that covered northern Africa began to dry up.
We went there to visit a beautifully painted prehistoric cave that was discovered in that region, just discovered in 2007. It has on the ceiling very beautiful prehistoric rock art depicting the people who lived there and their raising of cattle and various domestic scenes and that sort of thing.
We're talking about black Africans.
Yes.
Over thousands of years, it became the Sahara Desert. There were migrations east, and many tribes settled on the banks of the Nile, along with tribes from the south. The White Nile begins in Tanzania and flows northward until it reaches Sudan, where it converges with the Blue Nile. The Blue Nile begins near Lake Tana in Ethiopia. Like the Nile, these ancient African tribes have been migrating from the south following the flow of the river northward since the Neolithic period.
The Nabta Playa find was announced by CNN as the Stonehenge of the Sahara. And it's a fascinating site. It does have megaliths. And however, the calendar circle that got a lot of attention is composed of smaller stones that come up to about your knee, but that forms a very interesting calendar circle, which has astronomical meaning, and that calendar circle is in the complex of megalithic large stone structures and alignments as well.
Mm-hmm. Do we know anything at all about the people who created these structures?
Yes, we know they were black African people. Their remains are studied anthropologically, and they were the people inhabiting the region of the time.
Ancient Nubia and ancient Egypt share roots, common cultural roots in Northeast Africa, in the Sahara, and along the Nile Valley. The ancient Egyptians and the ancient Nubians can both be described, especially in the earlier periods, as being descendants of Northeast African indigenous populations. As one writer said, all of these people are Africans, and I define Africans as people whose biological histories have emerged and their identities have emerged in Africa, and where any mixing that took place on African soil. The Egyptians did not come from any place else other than the Nile Valley. Their identities and any other ancestry that they may have had were all forged together in that space.
In those ancient times, Egyptians called themselves Remech and Kermet, which means the people of the Black Land. Inscriptions refer to their origins being the land of Punt, which is present-day Somalia and northern Kenya. They point to these southeastern regions as being their ancestral homeland. Seti was the earliest Great Nile Valley civilization and stretched from Nubia to Upper Kemet.
Yeah, that area became hyper-arid, extreme desert around 3400 BC.
Mm-hmm. But before that, the climate was different.
Yes, it was more moderate. There were seasonal rains, and at the site that I studied, the ancient site that I studied, Nabta Playa, even that would fill up seasonally as a seasonal lake bed. We call it a playa. Mm-hmm. The cattle cult and the Sirius and cattle iconography was very important to them, as well as in ancient Egypt, which came later. So there are many elements, clearly, of the culture that was operating at Nabta Playa in the earlier time that moved to the Nile Valley and became the ancient Egyptian dynastic civilization.
Taseti, which means land of the bow, predated Kemet by 500 years. Inner Africa was called Tamnecher, which translates to the land of gods, and an ancient site known as Jebel Barko, located in modern-day Sudan, was thought to be the primordial birthplace of Amen, the god of gods. The ancient Nubians and Kemites looked to this sacred mound with a great reverence, as it was considered to be the perennial source of fertility as well as divine kingship. The Kemites took regular pilgrimages into the heart of Nubia to honor Amen and pay homage to the creator spirit. The religious and cultural ties of Kemet and Nubia run deep, so in 747 BC, when the Libyans occupied Kemet, Nubians from the kingdom of Kush marched north to restore law and order. Kemet was weak from being invaded repeatedly by the nomads. But when the Kushites arrived, it wasn't to ravage or destroy. They saw this as an opportunity to seize power and restore Kemet to its former glory. The Kushites spent a considerable amount of time rebuilding the great monuments and temples. This differs greatly from the Libyans and other Asiatic invaders who came to pillage and plunder. The Kushite pharaohs built columned temples with pylon gateways and added to the great Amen temple complex of Karnak. They also took the old kingdom's religious text and transferred them into stone for better preservation. An example of this is the Shabaka stone, named after the Nubian king who had it inscribed. On the stone, Shabaka added, "I found the writings of the ancients damaged, and I restored it better than it was."
Let this soft mineral melt under your tongue to improve vision so you can say goodbye to your optometrist for good. Did you know there is
beliefs that centered on this great sandstone mountain, Jebel Barkal? For centuries, it had been regarded as the mythical mound of creation. The mound from which Egypt's great creator god, Amun, was born.
Here is the holy mountain. This is where the god lived in his primeval form.
Dr. Tim Kendall has spent almost 30 years working at the site.
Being at the southern limit of the empire, it was where the Nile began, where fertility began, and so it had to be the place where creation began. So this was they imagined this as the birthplace of the god Amen.
As the Kushite kings gained increasing military power, they also claimed Egypt for themselves. So when King Pi led a Kushite invasion of Egypt in 747 BC, he didn't plunder or destroy, but restored and rebuilt, and founded Egypt's 25th dynasty.
The irony is that he's conquering Egypt to put everything right, I suppose.
So it's all such a cycle of rebirth, regrowth, redevelopment, and the Kushite kings are really kind of tapping into that ancient power source and just sort of giving it back to the Egyptians.
It's like starting time all over again and doing it right.
So they had that same sense of history and continuity as the Egyptians. They are the natural successors of the 18th dynasty kings.
The Greeks adopted much from the ancient Kemites, including architecture, medicine, chemistry, and philosophy. The philosophers of classical Greece, such as Pythagoras, Socrates, and Plato, were all initiated into the ancient mystery schools where they received their formal education. It should be noted that by the time Greece had developed into a nation-state, Kemet's pharaonic period had already been thriving for nearly 2,500 years.
If you read what the Greeks said, not what we think, but if you read what the Greeks said they got everything from Egypt. Now, when did we come up with the idea that the Greeks created everything from scratch? Well, believe it or not, it happened in the 18th and 19th century. It was decided that it was just not appropriate for all this knowledge to come from an African country.
Since the beginning, populations in Kemet have mixed and intermingled, sharing cultures and traditions. The Mediterranean was a highway for commerce, transporting knowledge, spices, and raw materials. Kemet was the most revered, and the ancient world, and Lower Kemet in particular, was in constant contact with the Levant. Over thousands of years of migrations and invasions from Asiatic and European powers created a melting pot of ethnic variation. Indeed, the Islamic expansion into Africa in the 6th century AD and the migrations that followed contributed to this admixture. Arabic soon became the dominant language, but Coptic, which is a liturgical offshoot of ancient Egyptian, managed to survive within the Coptic Church. Racist attitudes towards Black Africans are quite common within mainstream Egyptology, and the connection modern Ethiopian, Eritrean, Somali, and Sudanese populations had with ancient Kemet has been minimized and ignored. In 2008, National Geographic published an article entitled "The Black Pharaohs, Conquerors of Ancient Egypt." This title is misleading at best. It draws on the Western world's reductionist ideology on race and identity. It subtly suggests that all other pharaohs were of non-Black origin. A more appropriate title would be the Kushite pharaohs, as this is how they would be identified in the ancient times. However, you will never hear the term white pharaohs. This is because Egyptologists have always attempted to normalize whiteness in Kemet, while at the same time obscuring Blackness. During an interview on BBC News Africa, Dr. Zahai Hawass illustrates Egyptology's reluctance to acknowledge Black African presence in ancient Egypt.
When asked about the ethnicity of the ancient Egyptians, he describes them as being uniquely Egyptian.
You cannot make any test. There is some studies to see that the shape of the skull could be looks like African, but still you will never put a final decision about the origin of the ancient Egyptian at all, because you need really to make a very comprehensive study by DNA, and this will take a long time.
So how African the ancient Egyptians were still remains a matter of debate for some, even if UNESCO scholars now say the matter is settled and that the pharaohs and their people must be placed firmly within the Black African context.
In the days of antiquity, the Greeks, named for black and brown-skinned Africans, was Ethiopian, which translates to burnt face. The Greeks took great liberty to acknowledge the greatness of the Nile Valley civilizations and the regal qualities and character of the ancient Ethiopians.
Rent a car from our newest fleet yet. Your real car never has to know.
The ancient Egyptian civilization was a black civilization, and ancient Egyptians were black according to the Greek scholars and the Roman scholars. Ancient Egypt became white only in the 19th century and in the 20th century. White supremacy argues that blacks are inferior than white intellectually. White supremacy had one dilemma. They had this dilemma: ancient Egyptian was black, so if blacks are inferior intellectually and are incapable of building a civilization, how come the ancient Egyptians built a civilization? Seligman found the solution for this dilemma. He came up with a theory called the Hamite theory. He separated the blacks who built a civilization in Egypt and Ethiopia from the rest of the black race, and he called them brown-skinned whites or the Hamites. And since that time, white scholarship says that ancient Egypt is white.
In antiquity, the dark hue of the Ethiopian was not taboo, and the fairer hue of the Greek or Roman did not denote purity. When Rome fell by the hands of the barbarians from the north, their empire entered into a 500-year dark age. In September 476 AD, the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by a Germanic prince named Otto Vakar. Germanic tribes had undergone massive technological, social, and economic progress after 4 centuries of subjugation under the Roman Empire. They used this edge to bring Rome to its knees. During this period, written sources were few and far between, and a lot of the ancient knowledge was lost and destroyed by the Goths, Vandals, and Anglo-Saxons. The barbarians laid waste to the Great Republic during their numerous sackings of Rome. African influence was common during the European Dark Ages, and non-Muslim Moors held position of power and prestige within the royal monarchy. Muslim Moors conquered parts of Italy, Spain, and Portugal, and ruled over 700 years before finally being expelled. During their reign, they reintroduced Europeans to the lost philosophies of the Greeks, which Moors had preserved over the centuries. For the first time in recorded history, Northern Europeans were introduced to the mystical arts and high sciences by way of the Greeks, by way of the ancient Chemites. This reintroduction of ancient knowledge is what lit the fuse to the European Age of Enlightenment and gave birth to Western civilization as we know it. They say you don't know where you are going if you don't know where you have been. Knowledge of self is critical for all and empowers those who possess it. It illustrates the journey of one's ancestors and puts cultural identity into proper historical context.
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, Rock, that when people of African ancestry are exposed to the truths that have been historically hidden away from us, it changes the way we see ourselves. It increases our level of respect for ourselves and those who look like us. It changes everything. Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't understand the historical foundation upon which you stand, then you will believe the lies that you are less than, that you're the N-word, you're the B-word, and you won't attempt to become better. Telling our children the historical truth makes a difference in the souls of the children who hear that truth. Black children and white children makes a difference, and it changes the trajectory of their lives. I've seen the effect that talking to our children specifically about their history has on them. Their eyes widen, and they see the potential within them.
Although the origins of Kemet have been hidden from the world, this lost culture remains embedded within the DNA of the African diaspora, and the cultural continuity is still visible throughout the motherland. Within the last 50 years, there have been a host of academics that are challenging the status quo and setting the record straight.
Great thinkers like Cheikh Anta Diop from Senegal, the late Senegalese professor. Yes, you know, he should be known. You know, he was a polymath, one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. You see students now at Oxford University saying we want African history to be taught because it's part of world history. African history is part of the global narrative. It's not just something that's just relevant to you if you are of African origin. You know, it is absolutely for everybody. So this is what I really am very keen to be part of, is reconstructing African history from an African perspective, putting the African intelligentsia center stage.
Over the years, the truth has slowly begun to emerge, and many schools of thought have developed within the conscious community.
You cannot enslave a mind that knows itself, that values itself, that understands itself.
It is up to us to teach our children the rich and diverse history of melanated peoples across the globe. We must remember great African warriors, such as Hannibal of Carthage and Queen Amanirenas of Nubia, both of which defeated the mighty Roman Empire, and Memnon, the king of Ethiopia, who fought in the Trojan War, was known to be one of the greatest warriors in Greek mythology. We must revive great African kings, such as King Pi, the Kushite pharaoh and founder of the 25th dynasty of Egypt, and Mansa Musa, the 9th Mansa of the Mali Empire, and wealthiest man in world history. Most importantly, we must reclaim our classical African civilization, Egypt, affectionately known as Kemet. We live in the age of information, and it is time we pierce the veil of ignorance and retrace our steps across the sands of time.
That solar bark. That's that solar bark.
There are two.
There it is.
Yeah, hey man, that's what's happening right there, man. I like that. I like that, man. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, what's going? Yeah, what's so? Yeah,
Did you
that's
see
what I'm
any?
talking about, family. That's what I'm talking about, man. Go ahead.
Did you see anything disputable in there?
Oh, no, man.
Thought it was pretty good too.
I didn't see nothing. Uh, yeah, that was pretty slick, man. Yeah.
Good. You find
Yeah.
anything disputable, Gerald or Eric?
No, that was good. I got the video on my collection.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. No, I got it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
Oh yeah,
simplified.
I got that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty self-explanatory too, man, and agreeable.
Yeah, man.
Gerald?
I mean, that's just the whole thing about them taking the history, man. The Black African history, man. You take that history out, bro. You got to take out a lot of other shit. You got to take a lot of other shit out, man. If you taking Black African history out, shit, that you gotta dismiss a whole lot of other shit, man. Because one leads to the other, man. You know what I mean? Slave, they had, don't forget, they had a sub-Saharan slave trade too. Shit, so
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, man, that was sharp, man. I like that. That was sharp, family. Hey, listen, family, that's what the point of importance of knowing our history. Know thyself. Know your history, man. That's all it's about, man. If you just know who you are, man. Know what kind of people you come from, man. We're not we more than just descendants of slaves, man. We way more than that, man. And that's what we're trying to get you to see, man. We way more than that, man. You know what I mean? You gotta open your eyes, man. Wake up, man. Why are they so bent on uh preventing the school system from teaching African history? Why, man? Why, ask yourself, why would they go through this length, man, to ban it? Why, man? It's a very, man, listen, man, it's all the more reason why you should run straight to it. Because they're hiding it, man. Right in your face. We're in the information age. They're trying to hide it. Listen, man, please. Just think about that for a second. Why are they going through this length to prevent them from teaching our history. Why, man? Why would they do that? Huh? They doing it, man, because they don't want you to know it. They don't want you to know it. Because if you don't know it, man, they can repeat it. See, man, you gotta wake up, man, and make sure that our kids know. They gotta know, man. They gotta know, man. Family, we gotta wake up, man. We gotta get going on this. This ain't no joke. We gotta get going on this, man. If you don't know your history, man, and it don't matter, man, if it conflicts with your religion, man, and it doesn't matter what they tell you about Egypt in particular, right? It doesn't look, man. Look. It's they're so far off, man. You wouldn't believe, family. You would not believe, man. It's so many misconceptions. So I'm just saying, when people see Egypt, they want to frown up, man. Oh, it's that stuff. No, man, it's real. It's reality, man. It's real history. It's where you. It's how you trace yourself. It's how you trace yourself, man. That's how. This is how we find us. This is how we find ourselves, and find where we were, where we came from, and now we can, and then we'll find out where we're going. We have to look into our history, family, and it goes. It starts way before before slavery, way before that. Anyway, man, I'm done with that. Join us, man. Hey, like, subscribe, share. I love it, man. Hey, what y'all think, man? What you think, Gerald? What you think about that video, man?
Yeah, it was on point. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
right
on
on
point,
point.
man.
Yeah. When no one through that history, you had an example, how it all, how they all came together, what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? Um, to me, I don't mind hearing it from, my black people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but you had two white men telling nation. That might do it for some people. I'd rather hear it from my own people. But, and I ain't got nothing against them doing it. I'm just saying, you got two white men kind of smiling at each other when they answer, well, who did it? Well, they weren't having it. You know what I'm saying? They may have to face some problems when they go back to wherever they at when they make the goddamn video. You know what I'm saying? So, it's almost like, I'm in school. It ain't nothing that they thought to do. They always have done this, is what I want people to understand. It's just a continuation, but you went to school in America. You ain't know nothing about none of this, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We all went there. Like I said, when you listen to our scholars, not the military fault.
Right. Dr. Ben and all of them.
Not the men. You hear them telling nations and you can tell them, hey, your people ain't had no contribution to civilization. You know
Right.
what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
They been doing this is what I'm saying. That's what they can tell them. My point is, we all in the school. Now when you hear this, we know something, you might accept it. Like I said, I didn't know no matter how I accepted it when I went to school. But once I got information, then I was very thirsty to know
Right.
what this man hid from me. And that's what I be wondering. When people finally hear something they didn't know, like, now when you really found out about the people that hid it with your ancestors, you didn't want to know no more? You just not right now? What the fuck is that? You didn't want to know what else did they
Right.
hide from me? And that's what I'm saying, and I'm still this coming that he is from me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what I'm wondering for y'all that finally get some information, why y'all ain't more thirsty? You know what I'm saying? Why that might not be it. You look at 1 million, and you find it interesting, but then, look for nothing else. Turn into what I've become. Because it's only with one piece of information with me. It's only with one piece of information with Jamie, for Eric, for goddamn, for all of us. We didn't come in the world knowing it.
Right. That's
We
right.
stumbled upon it. But once we stumbled upon it looking at, we wanted to know more. Why aren't more of our people wanting to know? What's up with that? Yeah.
Hey man, my thing is, family, please do not put your religion in front of history. Don't mix it. Okay? Don't let's not mix that up. All right? Please, let's not do that. Don't let your religion get in the way of your history, family. Don't do that. So separate the two, or you know what I'm saying? All right. Don't let it get in the way of it, at least. All right. You can always keep your God. I'm saying look into the history. Just the history. That's it. Just let's walk from from like I said, 4000 BCE to 2025 AD. Let's walk there. Let's walk there and we'll see all the chains of events and all the everything that went on, man. We will see that history. And once you see that history, once you see it, no one will bear to fool you with no other books. That's all I'm saying, family. Just don't put that in front of history, knowing just the history. All right. You can always keep your God, but look at the history. Know the history. Study it. Yeah, man. And then, then you can go back and visit your God, revisit your God if you choose to. That's all I'm saying, man. But look at the history first, man. That's what's gonna take you there. That's what's gonna get you to your religion. Trust me when I tell you that. Anyway, man,
And,
go ahead.
and if your religion is telling you to disregard your history, fuck that religion. You run. You
Run.
run. And it's telling you, don't disregard your history or disregard your culture and just believe in it, whatever the religion is. You run from that. You
Hurry up
being
and yeah.
miseducated. You being
911, you better run.
miseducated. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Run like 911 run. Because
Yeah.
hey man, it ain't for you. They tricking you. That's all
They
I'm telling you,
separate
man.
you. They
Anytime.
separate you from your true self.
That's
You're
right.
getting in a false identity. You're gonna get an alien identity. You're gonna get some alien ancestors. Moses and Ham or some motherfucking body from Noah. Them gonna be your ancestors. Ham ain't no motherfucking ancestor. Noah ain't no motherfucking ancestor. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that.
And all I'm saying is, fam, just check out that history. Check out that history. The Noah and Ham and all them. Check that history. Check it. Check it. Look for it. Just look it up and see what you get. All right. Right.
Mythology. Don't try to connect your history to no mythology.
Look at that history. Look at that history.
If you think your history, not with Adam and Eve, and somehow the way you descended of Adam and Eve, you already thrown off. You already been miseducated. Right
And
from the jump.
that's right. And the only place you're gonna find that shit is in that one damn book. Okay?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. No other people wrote about that. Them people. But them. Okay? So them they the only ones know of these people. So we gotta just look for that history, family. Just the history. History. That's That's key. That's the key. The whole key. That's the You see what it was behind the brother That's the key right there, man. Just knowing your history is the key, and that key is right behind them, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that is right behind them. You better believe it. You better believe it. That's the key of life right there, family. Life. There's nobody down that right there.
Eternal life. Eternal life, not life. Eternal life. No beginning, no ending.
It's life right there, family. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody down that. They don't they came out of that life. Listen, man, I'm out. Hey, I'm done with it. Like, subscribe, and share. He already said. What you think about it,
That I put it up, so it was on.
Right.
Hey, I gotta come correct, man. While I'm messing with you boys, man. So yeah, I really felt it, man. I prefer Afro-centered people delivering the message myself too. But I watched this about 3 times, and I really like the content. I like I liked what I've seen as a sincerity in their presentation. I seen some of the chuckling too, but the majority of it was sincere to me. So, so that was just really important to me. A little bit of humor with Richard Pryor in there, and but still, man, just the way the reality of it is. So, I'm big on the history too, man, and these guys have taught me a whole lot of how to research. I remember Gerald said, you got to learn how to research, how to get through those things that limit me, and so, and then I'm able to depict my understanding of what's can be collaborated as real, historical stuff, and what's just mythology and misleading. So I really like this video, and they've got a whole series of them. So you can trail this video to a bunch of different ones that they have, and a whole bunch of different history that is being kept from us. At this point, we're just keeping ourselves from it. So, we dig deep over here in Sankofa. So, I really appreciate anybody, putting a comment on the YouTube feed. Come scroll through, the Facebook group page, Sankofa 180 degrees. And like Jamie was saying, man, you just don't put religion in fear of God and your peers and even of yourself, man, in front of the history and the greatness of where you come from. That's all I got. I want to extend positive vibes and divine healing to people out there that are afflicted and feeling some type of way that's unhealthy and struggling, and just really want to extend them positive vibes and divine healing, and you can heal it thyself. You know what I mean? You don't have to depend on outside extremities to dictate who you are and validate who you are. And although they're appealing, they don't stand the acid test. So come roll with Sankofa for 180 degrees for a few sessions on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do the open mic conversation. So if you agree or disagree about whatever, let's just talk about it, man. We're just trying to build. And then Sunday, we do a presentation with the first Sunday of every month being for the children. And be certain, man, we don't mind you sharing our content. You don't have to send us no permission slip to use our content. So we just ask you to invite us to share with you as you chop it up or appreciate it. And you don't have to do that either. Just enjoy the presentation. Peace.
Yeah, and join us next Sunday, man. Children's book read, family. We're going through it, man. We're gonna get us a nice book, and we're gonna read about, and we're gonna read one of the books that that we promote as far as sending out to the other children to the winners.
free
of
of,
the
free of charge.
free of charge. So we're gonna have one of the books read, and it's one of the kind of books that we give away. And this way, you will be able to you'll be able to see what we get, see what kind of books they are, and see it, even if you're interested in letting your baby see it, man. I'm just saying it ain't nothing. All it is real live history about real places, real people, real events, man. That's all it is. It ain't nothing. It's nothing religious, man. We're not a religious group here. All right. We don't, you know what I mean? We're not a religious group, so we don't deal with. It's not religious. All right. All right. So, uh, all I'm saying is just make sure that you know, we can, we can just get, we gotta get this out, man. Gotta get it out, family. So just join us Sunday. All right, we're gonna be here, front and center. Uh, we got some great readers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll get a good story, fam. All right. What y'all think about that, fam? Hey, y'all, what y'all think, man? You good with that? Zero.
Good. I'm good. Good session, guys. Good conversation.
For sure, man. For sure. E, you all right?
Yes, sir. I'm good, my man.
Yes, sir. All right,
Yes, sir.
E.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep. We can hear you. Yep. You all right, E? So okay, E. Hey, man. So family. Hey, Drill, you all right? Good. E. I mean,
Boom. I'm good, baby.
Good. All right, family. Listen, man. We out of here. Thanks for joining us. Join us again, like I said, next Sunday, man, for the children's book read. We're getting a real nice book, man. I think we're probably gonna do I don't know. I think maybe the Imhotep or something. Maybe we read Imhotep, something like that, man. Yeah, the
Imhotep. Let
Marty
them know.
G's. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's that's my son's favorite joint. That's Nico's favorite.
Is it? Hey, I
Nico,
want to throw
Nico
out.
love it in Imhotep.
I want to throw out there too, man. If any of the members or anybody that's rolling through this has any suggestions for historical books from the Nile Valley, the pre-dynastic periods, the Middle Kingdom, the Old Kingdom, the New Kingdom, all that kind of good stuff, man. Ship it to us, man.
That's right. And we also do anime, family. We show anime, Black African anime. Excuse me. Black African anime, man. About
Black Sands.
Black Sands, man. Check out Black Sands.
What's
Please
that
check
other
out
one
Black
you
Sands.
had too? That other joint.
It's I can't remember the name of it right now, but we'll mention it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Sands is one of them, family. Check out Black Sands, man. They got some really good anime, and they got some really good books, man. Check out their books. All right, check out their books. I got some books. I bought a couple of books from Muta Ata. What was how you pronounce it, Gerald?
Moana Ashby.
But yeah, Muata Ashby, and this kid's book too. Children's book. And so just check out those authors, man. They got some really good books, man. Real good information, family, about true shit, real information, real history, real history. Okay, so check them out, family. We love y'all. We out of here. Peace to y'all.